Hello, everyone. My name is Patricia. I wear a lot of hats, but today I am wearing my hat as a certified laughter yoga leader. I have been doing laughter yoga on and off since I was a teenager. When I first got introduced to it, I thought it was silly and awkward, but the more I let myself get out of my head and into my body, the more I released my inhibitions, the more I realized how healing laughter yoga was for my body and mind. And at some point, it stops mattering how silly and awkward it is because it just feels good anyway. So this spring, I finally trained with the founder of laughter yoga, Dr. Kataria in India, and became certified as a laughter yoga leader. So now I can share the joy of laughter. Now, the manual is 200 pages. The training course is several hours. We're really only going to skim the surface in this short slideshow. So, 5 reasons to laugh more. First, stress is the #1 killer. Laughter is a great stress buster. So 70 to 80% of illnesses are in some way stress related. Most stress reduction methods are time consuming or expensive. Laughter is cost effective and the quickest way to reduce physical, mental, and emotional stress. Physical stress accumulates into tightening muscles in the shoulders, neck, anywhere else. Laughter helps because it releases endorphins, which also work as muscle relaxants, relieving those tight muscles. Aerobic exercise also helps to reduce physical stress by increasing the heart rate, dilating blood vessels, and increasing blood circulation, all of which happens through the aerobic exercise of laughter. Mental stress can be things like time pressure, lots of things to do in short periods of time, like deadlines. So we convert our deadlines into laugh lines. By laughing, we reduce cortisol, the stress hormone in the body, and it helps to shape our perspective around mental stressors like deadlines. And emotional stress is the worst one, the hardest one to manage. And it comes from bad relationships with other people. When you don't get along with others, when you're too sensitive, or you're not yet emotionally intelligent enough to communicate effectively, or when you're getting picked on by someone who's being mean to you. Laughter yoga is one of the best ways to manage your emotions, to release emotional baggage and fill up the body with positive emotions instead, while enhancing our relationships with other people. So number 2, laughter is a powerful tool for positive mental health. Depression affects more than 300 million people in the world, which is often tied with anxiety. Suicide numbers are on the rise, and the inability to express emotions is becoming a serious cause for concern. We treat mental health difficulties with medication, but that often only seems to last as long as the medication lasts, depending on what you're taking and what the situation is. Laughter can be a more lasting antidote to mental health difficulties, especially if you integrate it into your daily life. So laughter keeps you in a positive state throughout the day by releasing endorphins. And when your mood is good, you do everything better throughout your day. Number 3, people have forgotten to laugh. Children laugh up to 300 to 400 times per day. Adults only laugh about 15 times per day. That's because we stop playing as we grow up. So the objective of laughter yoga is learning to be playful again. As we grow up, laughter becomes conditional and dependent on jokes, humor, level of happiness, life satisfaction. We don't want laughter to be conditional. And number 4, laughter has both preventive and therapeutic value. Research studies have shown that laughter can improve physical, mental, and emotional health. Laughter reduces stress by decreasing cortisol, the stress hormone, lowering blood pressure, strengthening the immune system, increasing the amount of oxygen to the body cells. It's especially beneficial for chronic illnesses like chronic pain, diabetes, COPD, depression, anything that is affected by the state of the mind, immune system, and oxygenation. And I'm not kidding you. They've done research that has found that laughter reduces fasting and postprandial or post-eating blood sugar levels. I'm not saying a diabetic person can eat all the chocolate in the world if they laugh all day, but other healthy lifestyle choices can be enhanced by adding laughter to the mix. And when it comes to breathing disorders like COPD, I know it sounds crazy, but Dr. Kataria shared that he was able to help an asthmatic get rid of his pump by engaging that patient in a regular laughter yoga exercise routine. So laughter, it's the best medicine, and in some ways it seems to be like magic. And number 5, laughter is the cheapest medicine available right under your nose. Modern medicine can be expensive and can have side effects. Laughter has only one side effect: peace of mind. That being said, it's not entirely risk-free to laugh. There are some contraindications, like people who have had hernias, incontinence problems, recent surgery, anything like that. They need to take it easy, and it's important to talk to your doctor before engaging in any kind of regular exercise program. And we do consider laughter yoga to be an exercise program if you do it regularly. And that might not be right for everyone. People who have a tendency toward manic episodes may also need to be cautious around laughter yoga. And my husband also broke his hip while running around a laughter yoga room in person, which is funny in some lights. And the nurses definitely laughed at us a lot. But it wasn't so funny during the moments of crying in the emergency room and while he was hospitalized and undergoing orthopedic surgery. So exercise caution when running around a slippery yoga room in socks. So as Dr. Kataria says, there's not much laughter in medicine, but there is a lot of medicine in laughter. So what is the history of laughter yoga? So Dr. Kataria was working as a family physician in Mumbai, India. In his research activities, he became interested in laughter. He formed the first laughter yoga club on March 13th, 1995. He just walked into a park and told people to start laughing with him. People thought he was ridiculous, but 5 of them went with it anyway. And he came up with more and more laughter exercises to engage them day after day, and the rest is history. So laughter yoga expanded internationally, it became researched extensively, and now there are thousands of laughter yoga clubs in over 100 countries. Besides social laughter clubs, laughter yoga is also practiced in senior centers, companies and corporations, schools, colleges and universities, organizations for people with physical or mental disabilities, police stations, prisons, and many other venues. It's pretty popular in all sorts of places all over the world. So laughing is a form of exercise. The goal of laughter yoga is to strengthen your laughter muscle by laughing for no reason at all, unconditionally. We don't want laughter to be conditional. There are no jokes in laughter yoga. So senses of humor are not universal. What makes one person laugh can really offend somebody else. So we avoid offending anyone by just not engaging any kind of jokes and making it physical exercises. The yoga part, though, is more about breath work and light stretches, not about asanas or yoga postures. So laughter is the best medicine. There has been lots of research proving the many health benefits of regular laughter, and current recommendations suggest doing 10 to 15 minutes of laughter yoga per day. The more you practice it, the easier it becomes, with repeated laughter physically altering your neural pathways in your brain to make laughter and joy come more easily over time. So think of it like working your muscles. The more you work your laughter muscles, the stronger your ability to laugh and enjoy life. The yoga aspect of laughter yoga, no yoga postures. So it's more about the mind-body harmony through breathing and laughter exercises. The shortest definition of laughter yoga is breathe in, laugh out. Laughter yoga is the art of laughing with the science of breathing. So one aspect of yoga is pranayama, the practice of breath regulation, where prana means life energy and yama means control. Breathing is life-giving. When we are stressed, we stop breathing properly as we hold our breath, or our breathing becomes shallow or quick. And we disconnect from that life energy of breath. accumulating carbon dioxide in the system, making our blood more acidic, triggering the stress arousal system, and getting more stressed by breathing shallow. When something is funny, we usually just laugh for a few moments. But with laughter exercises, we try to sustain laughter for at least 10 seconds per exercise, so the laughter becomes a long exhalation. Deep, hearty laughter is best to reap the most health benefits. But if that is difficult to sustain, then we can laugh gently and softly, which makes it possible to extend our laughter to last longer, and hopefully find balance between deep laughter and sustained laughter. That's important because when we lengthen the breath, we bring more oxygen into our body and regulate the autonomic nervous system, which improves our well-being. It's important to try to exhale longer than we inhale to get rid of residual air volume in the lungs, empty those lungs of stale breath, and oxygenate ourselves more fully and increase our lung capacity over time, which helps us to avoid getting sick. So when you're doing laughter yoga, ensure the breath is always comfortable, never forced or strained. Holding for just a couple seconds at the top of an inhalation is beneficial to create negative pressure that makes it easier to laugh on the exhalation. And this is all particularly important if you're feeling stressed or having a bad day. When you don't feel like laughing, it's the best time to laugh. In fact, the more you practice laughter on a daily basis, the easier it will be for you to deal well with upsetting situations in daily life, to have a better sense of humor about challenges and frustrations. So laughter is also a great way to connect. Connection is key in laughter yoga because social isolation, a lack of community, that contributes so much to mental health problems. And community can be created by bonding through laughing together. Laughter is contagious, so it's important to look at each other while laughing together. It's easier to laugh when connecting with others, even if making eye contact feels awkward. This involves activating our mirror neurons, which means that we can co-regulate through laughter. Basically, we become our environment. If you live with grumpy people, you'll become grumpy. If you live with happy people, you'll become happy. We've all seen this when we go from a toxic workplace to a healthy workplace, or vice versa, and there's a very visible shift in our internal states depending on our environment. With laughter yoga, we become like a laughter yoga family, bonded by laughter and mirroring each other, co-regulating together through laughter. The quality of our life depends on the quality of our connections, so embrace positive connections as much as you can. Laughter can be a personal development program, helping shy people come out of their shells and become more communicative, improving their confidence, interpersonal skills, sometimes even public speaking skills, if they engage in regular social laughter yoga sessions. And fake laughter works too. So you may feel silly or shy about the laughter exercises when you start off. That is okay. The brain doesn't know the difference between a real laugh and a fake laugh. So fake it till you make it. There have been research studies on this, that the cardiovascular and pulmonary demands are the same, whether laughter is spontaneous or voluntary. The act of physical laughter is important, even in the absence of humor. If you've ever had sore abs after a lot of laughter, that's because laughter is an exercise that we should all be doing as much as we exercise any other muscle. You don't need a reason to laugh. We are just here to play like children and give our bodies and each other the gift of laughter no matter what. We may start off faking the laughter, but as our bodies settle into that sensation and as we get the laughter contagion from each other, the laughter becomes genuine and brings your mind as much joy as it's bringing your body health benefits. Laughter yoga is a non-judgmental place to connect with childlike playfulness. If you can be playful during laughter yoga, it becomes easier to have mental playfulness throughout your day, which makes you a happier person and also a more creative person, because playfulness is the seat of creativity. We all know children are more creative than adults. Research says they're actually 72% more creative than adults. So let's connect with some of that childlike playfulness and get some of our creativity back. So there are some rhythmic rituals that we do in laughter yoga. There's rhythmic clapping at the end of an exercise. That's where we go 1, 2 in the center and 1, 2, 3 on the sides. 1, 2, 3. And we add a ho, ho, ha, ha, ha on alternating sides as a deep belly laugh. Ho, ho, ha, ha, ha. Ho, ho, ha, ha, ha. So this stimulates acupressure points on the hands and it moves the diaphragm, enhancing relaxation. That's because the diaphragm activates the parasympathetic nervous system, which is the opposite of the sympathetic nervous system that gets activated when we are stressed. When you think fight or flight mode, you may have heard about that. That's stress mode. That is the sympathetic nervous system sympathizing with our stressful situation and helping us fight or fly our way out of it. Now, the parasympathetic nervous system is known as rest and digest mode, when we are relaxed and our body can function peacefully. And the diaphragm, activating the diaphragm, helps us get into that mode. This is also helpful for bilateral stimulation of both sides of the brain, helpful for processing and integrating experiences. And we also, other than the ho, ho, ha, 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 we do very good, yay, at the end of an exercise. So that's clapping twice to cheer on our inner child. That's throwing our arms up in childlike playfulness. Why? Because when we are stressed, we contract our bodies. Motion creates emotion. So throwing arms up in a happy gesture while saying yay will elevate mood. Research has found that symphony orchestra conductors live longer. And there's a theory that the movement of the arms adds to their longevity. And also, when you elongate your head upwards, there is no resistance to the airflow through your trachea, like there is when your head is bent forward. So it's easier to laugh in that position. That's why the signature laughter pose in laughter yoga is arms up, heads up, and laughing to the sky. So laughter exercises, there are tons. We'll do a few during the mini laughter yoga class after this slideshow. But basically there are dozens. There are exercises to improve oxygenation, enhance lung capacity. There are exercises to challenge the brain, stimulating both hemispheres, improving efficiency. There are exercises to have fun, build community, engage that childlike playfulness that brings joy. There are so many. There's this video that has 1 million views on YouTube of 100 laughter yoga exercises. I don't think that even covers all of them. If you can think it, if you can be creative, you can come up with a laughter yoga exercise that will do the trick. So there are lots more options. But that YouTube link would be a great place to get started on learning some more laughter yoga exercises. So to summarize, the benefits of laughter yoga, the main ones are that it, number one, elevates mood within minutes by releasing endorphins. Though I've experienced a phenomenon that happens when people laugh so hard that they start crying. And I'm not talking about laughing because you're laughing so much that you've got tears in your eyes from how happy you are, how much you're enjoying the laughter. I'm talking about crying from grief, from sadness. And that's because laughter, as a type of meditation, will unfold the layers of your subconscious mind. And some people who are suppressing grief or trauma may find it bubbling to the surface during a laughter yoga session. So sadness can come up instead of elevating mood. Sometimes you'll see people around you crying, and that's normal. It's like a cathartic release. That experience passes, and the eventual outcome is an elevated mood nonetheless. So number 2, health benefits like stress reduction, strengthening the immune system, improving chronic illnesses. Number 3, enhancing brain function by increasing the net supply of oxygen to our body and brain, improving energy, efficiency, performance. Number 4, improving quality of life by improving the quality of relationships, connecting people and helping them bond through laughter. And number 5, learning to laugh unconditionally so people can laugh even when times are hard, increasing resilience in adversity. So the sources for this information, basically my notes from the Certified Laughter Yoga Leader Training with Dr. Kataria. Also, there are research articles on laughter yoga. There are hundreds of articles out there. Dr. Kataria's favorite ones are curated at laughteryoga.org/research articles. And this one's not technically connected with laughter yoga, but if you're looking for more healing and more connection with childlike playfulness, I really love the book Born to Create by Dr. Tiffany Tajiri. So she is a personal friend. She's a whimsical and a wonderful person. And she's also a psychologist. And it's just a fantastic book. It's especially great for those who like Disney. It kind of shifts your perspective on life. So if you don't know this about me by now, I don't really answer questions live while giving presentations. It just makes me too anxious to be put on the spot like that. If you want to ask questions, I am happy to answer through writing. So feel free to send me your questions through my online contact form. Okay, so let's get started with a short 30-minute sample laughter yoga session. Usually laughter yoga is 1 hour, but we'll keep it short and snappy. Okay, I see that lots of people have left or are leaving. That's okay. It's okay. This is fine. So people are feeling shy about being on camera. I kind of expected that would happen, and that is okay. I love that we have a really small, cozy group. They did teach us in laughter yoga leader training that sessions of 5 to 15 people are ideal to build an intimate community. And the very first laughter yoga session ever just had 5 people. So let's go with it. Great, okay. So we're gonna begin with a laughter warm-up. So just repeat after me. Ha. Ha. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. Now keep a straight face. A blank face again. Feel free to look around, check that everyone's keeping a blank face. Police each other. Okay, so you'll notice that with laughter yoga, what's important is the connection, because laughter is contagious. So the more we connect with each other, the more we're going to get out of our mind stories of whatever's happening in our lives and this awkwardness of, this is silly, why am I doing this? I'm just fake laughing. We just embrace a non-judgmental space to connect with playfulness. So for the next warm-up exercise, we're going to get our prayer emoji going. And we are going to greet every person in the gallery by focusing our attention from square to square, going ha 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 ha, ha 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 ha, ha 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 ha, until you've laughed at every person in the Zoom. And you can feel free to switch it up. You can make it be hee 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 or ho 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 ho. You're just gonna laugh at every person, okay? And go. Ha 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 ha. Let's greet each other again, because we probably just forgot everyone's names that we just learned through laughter. Okay, and now let's warm up our bodies a little bit with some seated chair cat-cows. So first, as we inhale into cow, we are going to arch our backs forward, tilt our heads up, and at the top, we moo. Moo. Then as we exhale, we are going into cat by arching our backs backward, tilting our heads down. And what do you think we're going to do there? We're going to meow the whole way down through the exhale. So we go meow. So when you get to the top after that moo, you might need to do another quick inhale at the top because mooing takes a lot of breath. So we'll do a quick inhale and then exhale back down through the meow, okay? So get ready and inhale through cow.
Moo.
Meow.
Moo.
Meow.
A couple more cat cows. So another important component of laughter yoga is clapping rhythmically. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So we do the 1, 2 in the middle and the 1, 2, 3 on alternating sides. So we're going to make it extra advanced. So first, let's just copy, repeat, clap, repeat after me. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, and now we're going to make it extra advanced because instead of numbers, in the center, we're going to say ho, ho. On the sides, we say ha, ha, ha. Ho, ho, 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 ha, ha. So whenever you hear this clapping, that means that whatever exercise we were just doing is over. So this stimulates acupressure points in the hands and stimulates both sides of the brain, which is important for processing and integrating our experiences. So what happens when we are stressed? We hold our breath. But laughter is a deep exhale. So let's start with a deep inhale while pulling our shoulders up with a big smile on our faces, and hold your breath and then exhale through laughter. Again, big smile, breathe in, shoulders up, look around at everyone, hold it, and laugh it out. One more time. Breath in, inhale, tighten up, shoulders up, look around at everyone, make eye contact if you can, and laugh it out. Ho, ho, ha, ha, ha. 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 Okay, let's try to do it all together. Ho, ho, ha, ha, ha. Ho, ha, ha. Yay! So that yay, thank you, Lila, is new. We finished with that childlike playfulness, that celebratory yay with our arms up in the sky before we start the next exercise, because there's research that this change in body posture improves mood. So another way that we end exercises is also by clapping twice, saying, very good, and then we throw our arms to the sky and say, yay! So we're connecting with that inner child, and you know, when adults would tell us very good when we drew a stick figure. So let's do that all together. Let's cheer each other on for our stick figures. Very good.
Very good.
Very
Very
good.
good.
Yay! And then one more time. Very good.
Very good.
Very good. Yay!
Yay!
So it feels good and energizing, right? So when we are stressed, we tend to contract ourselves. We make ourselves small, as well as holding our breaths. But motion creates emotion. And when you throw your arms up in a happy gesture, you will feel elevated emotions. And now let's just do a little bit of free laughter. So just force yourself to laugh and listen to each other laughing, and see if you can find some humor in that or make eye contact. And let's just make it a little bit awkward, okay? Ready? Now, it's summertime, right? So maybe we want to have some coconuts. Here we have a whole coconut. And now each of you have a whole coconut. So let's hold up our coconuts. Everyone's got their coconut. Now we have a drill. We got to open our coconut. The drill makes a laughter sound as it's spinning around. It goes, we're drilling into our coconuts. Ready? Let's all drill. Oh, that wasn't deep enough after all. Okay. There you go. So now that we've drilled our coconut, we have a straw. We're going to slide it into our coconut with a sneaky little and now we want to taste a little bit of the coconut milk. So have another sip. That's a good coconut. Does anyone have a bad coconut? No? All pretty good. Good. Now, we also want to smell that tropical coconut smell. Do coconuts smell? We're going to try and see if they smell. So we're going to put that straw by our nose. And we're going to gently smell it and breathe in. Smells like coconut. Let's do that again. Let's try the other nostril. See if it smells any different. Gentle deep breath in. And laugh it out. Now toss that coconut away. We're doing very good. Very good. Very good. Yay.
Very good. Yay.
Very good.
Very good.
Very good.
Very good.
Yay. So, does anyone ever think about the future sometimes? I wonder, what would happen if we got a cell phone call from our future self that tells us all the reasons we didn't really need to worry so much about whatever we're worried about right now? So we're going to get a call. Yeah. We're going to get a call from our future self. And we're going to hold the cell phone. And we're not going to laugh at first because we're listening. We're going to hear our future self tell us, like, wait a minute, you actually don't need to worry about this because it's going to work out. So if you look back on your life, even now, you look back 5 years or 10 years, you may kind of think, why did I worry about that thing? Maybe I made it bigger than it was. So often in life, we tend to carry more worries than we need. So let's get our phones out and have a listen and make eye contact with your friends as you're listening, because they're getting it now. They're getting how, you're wrong about all the worries you have. They're wrong about their worries, and you're just finally starting to understand. So we're listening. Oh. So repeat after me. Oh. Now pass the phone to a friend and laugh with your friend about how ridiculous it is that you've been worrying about that. Pass it to another friend. future self has one more thing to say. Oh, ho, ho, ha, ha, ha. Ho, ho,
Ho, ho, ha, ha, ha.
ho,
Ho,
ho.
ho, ha, ha, ha.
Very good.
Ho.
Very good.
Very good.
Yay.
Yay!
Okay, now let's do a breather. So pretend that you are driving along and you reach a speed bump. And instead of getting upset that you have to slow down, you're going to take a slow, deep breath in as you approach the speed bump, and a slow, deep breath out as you go over the speed bump. So let's continue. Let's go. We're approaching the speed bump, and we're going over. And again, oh, another speed bump. What is this road? Inhale, approach, and exhale as you go. One more. Oh God, what road are we on? Getting close, and exhale as you go over that speed bump. So, think of, as you go through life, how you can add more speed bumps to your life. Opportunities to slow down at speed bumps of your own choosing. Let's do one more. Inhale. There's the speed bump. We're on the tip. And exhale as we go over. Okay. So before we started today, I was having a bit of a bad day. Zoom wasn't really working for me. Does anyone else ever have that? Where technology just isn't working for you sometimes? It's just not doing what you want to do? Maybe it's Zoom, maybe it's your TV, your phone.
Maybe
So
your
what
cell
happened?
phone's gonna die.
Yeah, your cell phone. Oh, I hope it doesn't die before this ends. Oh no, we don't want to lose you. So what happens in those moments when technology is getting on your nerves? We want to fight. We want to yell at technology. We want to have an argument. Have an argument with Zoom. So let's have an argument with Zoom. For all those times Zoom has had technical issues, we're going to start arguing with it, and we're going to say, blah, 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 blah. Or you can say, jiggabilly, jiggabilly, jiggabilly. Or whatever gibberish feels right to get that anger out. You're going to gibberish anger, yell, fight with Zoom. Okay? You ready? We're all going to have a full-on argument. Give technology a piece of your mind in gibberish. And go. Very good. Very good.
Very good. Yay!
Very good. Very good. Okay, let's do another breather. Now, when technology starts working again, it is such a relief. So we're going to wipe that stress off our brows and give a big sigh of relief. We're going to put our hands on our foreheads, and with a slow, deep breath in, then and the other side, slow, deep breath in, and it out. Sometimes it's such a big relief that we use both hands. Okay, so ready? Deep breath in, wipe all that sweat from technology pissing us off, and one more time, deep breath in. Very good. Very good. Yay!
Yay!
Very good.
Very good.
Very good.
Good.
Yay!
Yay!
Okay, so now in this next part, we're going to go into free flow laughter. So in this one, instead of what we're usually doing, where we look at each other and we make eye contact and we try to make it a little bit awkward, This one's going to involve just the sound. So if we were in person, this would be the fun part where everyone gets a pillow out, we line them up in a circle, and we all lay down next to each other side by side, and we just bond through hearing each other laugh. Since we can't do that on Zoom, we're just going to lean back and we'll close our eyes and we'll laugh together and all listen to each other's laughter. We're not going to do that just yet, but I'll let you know that we're going to be hearing the sound of laughter, and you can either fake the laughter, like, you can do whatever fake you want to do. Fake it till you make it, right? And sometimes the laugh is going to start to come naturally and it's not going to feel fake. Sometimes we'll just have moments of silence, maybe 1% at a time, maybe all together, because we're going to have times where we need to catch our breath. And then we'll just get right back into the fake or the real free flow laughter. And at the end, we're going to do bees laughter. So let's practice that first. So bees laughter is where you do a gentle breath through the nose. Then with your lips closed, you'll hum it out like a bee. Okay, deep breath in. Okay, good. And then we're going to do another gentle deep breath through the nose. And exhale by humming. So I encourage you to experiment with bees laughter anytime you're feeling stressed throughout your week, because Dr. Katariev, his research found that bees laughter really lowers blood pressure quickly through just a couple of cycles, and we're probably going to need that after this free flow laughter. So let's get settled in for the free flow laughter. We all want to hear each other, so let's all fake it till you make it, or real laugh. We're going to keep our eyes closed and focus on the laughter for the next 5 minutes. Okay? Ready? And go.
Oh my.
So at your own pace, just inviting a gentle inhale
Oh,
of the
giggle,
breath.
giggle. Giggle, 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 giggle.
I think that's a Pokemon.
You talking about me?
Okay, so let's try it again. At your own pace, just inviting a gentle inhale of the breath. And a normal exhale. Deepening the breath in and out. Inhale once more and out. So let's do that humming breath. So let's start together, but everyone's lung capacity is different, so we can all end differently. We're going to breathe into the nose, keep the lips sealed, and hum as you exhale. Again, breathe in and buzz it out. Two more wherever you're at. Breathing in and humming out. That's a long way. One more. Breathing in and humming exhale. So now getting comfortable again, remaining where you are with your eyes closed. We're going to explore a gentle visualization. You can have one hand on your belly, one on your chest. Feeling that and sensing the aliveness of the body. Your breathing happening a bit faster because of all this laughter. As we turn all of this beautiful laughter as a practice, turning it into an inner smile, we see that inner smile appearing on our heart. The smile multiplies, these smiles softening our inner being, and these smiles travel to the head, softening the forehead, softening the cheeks and the jaw. The inner smiles keep multiplying, and they travel to the ears and down to the neck, bringing ease and kindness to that region. The inner smiles travel to your shoulders, softening the shoulders, the upper arms, lower arms, hands. These inner smiles, like a sun on the inside, traveling to your back, your upper back, bringing ease to your upper back, softening any tension there, and then softening any tension in the lower back. Inner smiles that encourage healing, easing this body, traveling around along the chest, the diaphragm, down to the belly region. The inner smile softening the entire digestive system in your belly. The smiles continue to bring ease and softening to the pelvic region, the glute region, the upper thighs, the knees. The inner smile softening those knees that work so hard for us. We probably all have knee pain. I know I do. The inner smiles going down to the calves, the shins, softening. And as the inner smiles reach the feet, softening the toes and letting go of any tension in the feet. From the top of the head to the tip of the toes, a sense of softening, allowing your body to be held by the surface you're on, being held by the surface, the chair, the ground, the earth. And just resting for the next few moments, being held by this inner smile with ease, kindness, these healing smiles all over your body. And when you're ready, inviting a gentle deepening of the breath, softening the exhale. Take a moment to thank yourself for the courage it takes to show up and explore laughter, in moments when it felt natural and in the moments when it was challenging and you faked it till you made it. The courage to nurture this joy that is available to us, regardless of the conditions of life, and the choice to nurture it, giving yourself time to just acknowledge yourself. Take this gentle smile with you throughout your week as a reminder of the capacity to soften, smile, breathe. Now bring movement back to your fingers, your toes, start wiggling them. Maybe give yourself a stretch. You may want to stretch up, you may want to stretch your legs. Bringing your hands above your heads. Stretching your back. And slowly coming back to our little community here. So as we bring this session to a close, just put one word in the Zoom chat that describes how you're feeling right now. There's no right or wrong, just a word that captures the feeling. Laughter shifts emotion, and sometimes it's energizing, but sometimes it brings up sadness or grief. So feel free to put any word. It could be hungry, sleepy, whatever describes how you're feeling at the end of class for a little check-in. Zealous. I like it. Reassured, relaxed, happy. Great. And relaxed. Great. Okay. So thank you everyone for joining me and for your participation, for making this more fun for all of us. A reminder to please drink water after all of this laughter. And the light in me sees and honors the light in you. Namaste.
Namaste.
Say.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
No.
This is beautiful. That was great.
Yeah, that was a